how did you learn that type making was a career? Like, where did that all start? How did you even like get into that?
Most definitely. I think it's more like graphic design and type. I realized was a career after looking at Pharrell's "In My Mind" album.
Oh
I think
wow.
I was in Yeah, it's really weird. I was in middle school, I think, when it came out, and he had like this little avatar character that he made for his covers, or I think Nigo made it, who ran the clothing
Mhm.
company Bape. And he had this generator where you could make your own avatar, and I couldn't get any of the settings to look like me, so I tried to make my own. That's what got me into graphic design. But then I wanted the font to match my avatar, and I came across this font foundry called House Industries, which turns out
Mhm.
that's who made the font on the album cover. And that was my first time ever hearing about a font foundry or like font designers, period. And I was like, oh, snap. So pretty much everything that you see is somebody's career, which was mind blowing to me as a kid that age. And that's what really got me looking into not only type, but starting to get into graphic design a bit.
Dang, that's really cool. I really
Yeah.
feel that because like I feel like my first entry to all of this was also hip hop, like album covers, and you're just like,
Yep.
man, how did they even make this? Is what like
Right.
even now I'll look at like a commercial and I'll be like, how do they even do this? And it like blows my mind a little
Right.
bit. And then you go and you look a little deeper, you learn a little bit more, and you're like, 3 years from now, you're able to kind of create that same thing. So that's
Exactly.
always really cool. I love the intrigue and like, hey, how do I go do this myself? Especially in when you're young, you're not always like, I know my parents weren't like that. So did you like was that yourself that interest that wanting to figure out was that did that passion come from you or had you seen other people with that type of passion?
That came from me. I didn't know any graphic designers. I didn't know any type designers. Like the closest I got to design was my dad. He used to teach drafting classes back in the 70s. And I had a few families that were like painters, but otherwise, nope, it was just me.